Well, the title of the video says that there's a disturbing trend at the border. Let's find out what this is.
Joining us now from my home state of Texas, DPS Lieutenant Christopher Oliveras, who released these videos. He's going to join us right now. He's going to meet later on with Holman and Abbott as well. LT, thanks so much for getting up this morning.
Hey, good morning, Orange. Great to be with you.
So, LT, I want to play this video that you captured yet again for our audience. Let's watch it.
Venezuela, mamá. Venezuela. ¿Sí? ¿Qué tantos años tienes? ¿Dos años? ¿No vienes con tu mamá y tu papá?
Oh my God.
¿Venezuela? ¿Para dónde vas, mamá? ¿Dónde están? ¿Estados Unidos?
Wow. Were they accompanied with anybody? Or did people just say, follow the crowd? And kind of the group looks after them? Like, that's scary. That's scary because those kids could be taken. Oh my God.
Question. He goes, who's changing a diaper of this child? Who lets their child go through the jungle like this alone?
You damn right.
I guess the question, how common is this, LT?
Watch it be super common.
You know, Lawrence, just that video alone is very powerful, very heartbreaking to see that 2-year-old, child. And just really puts it in perspective, the precarious journey these children make, from their home countries to the United States. And the fact that these current policies over the last 4 years and continue to place these children exposed to criminal networks and places their lives in danger when they come across that border. To come across the border with a piece of paper, with a phone number and a first name, that's all the information they have, not knowing where this child is going to end up once they're processed by U.S. Border Patrol. It's really disturbing. That's why there's over 300,000 children that are unaccounted.
I think about the madness that would allow this to happen, but at the same time, I'm thinking about the desperation possibly that would make someone do this. Like, that's how you're sending them across. You're chancing that. Like, I would get it if they were coming across with other family members or friends of the family. But just like, I don't get this. I can't see adults in their right mind sending them that young without at least someone to watch them and tend to them. You know what I'm saying?
Accounted for, and probably more that we don't know about. And the fact is that Border Patrol, now they have to process these children and they have to deal with these children before they're turned over to Health and Human Services. And then from there, again, we don't know what sponsors they end up with, what guardian they end up with. And that's why, I'm really, truly honored that you're, sharing this story, because I think for the most part, we don't talk too much about the children that are coming across that border by themselves. And it continues to happen every single day. Just before I came on the show this morning, we just had a group of over 200 that came across in Eagle Pass, Texas. And in that group were 50 plus unaccompanied children. So again, this continues to become a problem where we start seeing more of these unaccompanied children coming across this border.
Yeah, everybody's talking about Trump separating families. They're coming across the border separated. You got 50 children
I'm glad you said that, brother. Yeah, they're coming across separated. So what's your talking point for that? What's your excuse for that? What's your answer for that? They're coming across separated. So what?
Today with some breaking news that came across the border that don't have their parents. So I guess the big question is, LT, you got the Trump administration that are going to be there in less than 50 days, I think. What's going to change?
One thing I do want to add, just what you mentioned there right now, over the years, we have
anyone that appears to be underage, they're blurring their faces.
Faced so much criticism. Governor Abbott has faced so much criticism by, placing buoys in the river, placing razor wire along the river. But yet none of these activists or these civil rights groups have been to the border, have not actually encountered these unaccompanied children, have not even pulled out a dead body, a child from the river that had drowned because they crossed a dangerous river. But yet we put all these structures in place to help save lives and also to prevent illegal border crossings. But yet not one of them has done anything to put any type of strategy in place to prevent children from crossing a dangerous border. Now, what we can look forward to now, in the future, now that Governor Abbott and Tom Homan are already working on something to get the border secured. They're not waiting till January 20th. I think it really shows that we have a great partnership now with the federal government. We have an ally as opposed to having an adversary. So that's great for Texas. That's great for the entire country. And we'll support whatever we can do in Texas to help this administration get their policies pushed forward, and also to help secure the border even more.
LT, I've been saying Texas is the last line of defense for the country because Border Patrol hasn't been able to help you guys because they've been doing processing. So finally, the cavalry is coming for our home state of Texas. LT, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Lawrence. Happy Thanksgiving.
Wow. That is some scary. I don't understand why they do that. I need to know some more details on this whole process of them sending their children across the border like that to walk who knows how long, how many miles. There's no way I would do that. If I were going to do something like that, they would come across with extremely trusted friends or family. That's it. Ain't no other way. You ain't coming across by yourself. Like, I can't wait till he's fully in office, handle all of this. I already seen clips of people talking about they ain't going to help certain mayors or whatever, talking about they probably in for a rude awakening. They're probably in for a rude awakening. Anyway, post your comments down below. Let me know what you know about this. If you know any more details, if you know the details of how this is done and what's going on, because this is crazy.